Today I'm taking you along to thrift in one of my favorite cities of all time, Boise, Idaho. This is the first city on our stop of a circuit through Idaho, Oregon, and California this summer. Now, my Boise video ended up being way too long, probably because it is one of my favorite spots. So I broke it into two parts. If you missed part one, I will link that below and at the end. This is part two, all about the thrifting. I have 6 children and they all love to thrift and buy secondhand. And I think that's because we really tried to help them manage their money and be responsible financially. I do have an entire series on doing that if you want to get your kids off on a great start. I'll link that in the description box. My husband and I have 3 daughters that live in the Boise area, and with 2 new grandbabies that my husband hadn't seen yet, we knew we had to take a trip. Rachel loves to thrift to find unique things and stay in budget. Abigail is actually a reseller. It was really fun years ago to do a complete makeover of her office. My daughter May actually has a YouTube channel as well, and I know she's going to pass me up. She is so fun to watch. She does thrift videos, clothing flips, and sewing. Check out her channel down below, and please leave a comment and tell her that I sent you over. Let's jump in to a full day of thrifting in Boise. First place we went to is St. Vincent's. This is one of my favorite thrift stores in Boise, but they were remodeling their location. So they moved completely to a new location, and it was really well organized. I guess they're planning on the remodel taking a year. So it makes sense that they've got a really functional temporary location. This darling little copper pot was so cute, but I didn't need it. They had some great linens at St. Vincent's. This was a cotton gray coverlet, and this mustard colored floral I just thought was gorgeous. Not really my colors, but beautiful all the same. And brown velvet. Oh, I just have a thing for velvet. It's just so cozy. On this particular day, I left with nothing. That happens sometimes, and actually I always kind of cherish the times when I don't find anything, because it's a good reminder that I have what I need and I don't always need to buy something. Second was the Boise Goodwill, and we hit the jackpot here. All of my daughters and I found treasures. This is a huge store, and it was very neat and tidy. These brown plaid pillows from Target were so cute. Such a great price, brand new, and Abigail got those. They also had some nice linens here. I ended up finding a tablecloth that I would love to use as a tablecloth, but I might use it as fabric. We'll see. May found this beautiful floral duvet with pillowcases. It's a Martha Stewart, and she was ready to completely revamp her plan for her guest room to include this, but unfortunately there were several tears. This quilt, which was a cotton linen blend, was beautiful, and I absolutely would have snagged it, but it was the wrong size. I was so disappointed. They actually had some really great children's shoes on this particular day. These leather sandals were adorable. I also found some Sperry topsiders. These were brand new, so cute. I ended up getting 2 pairs of shoes at this Goodwill. And it's often hard for me to find shoes while I'm thrifting. They fit perfectly. I headed over to the houseware section where I found 2 of these Fido jars. These are made in Italy. They're so functional as well as beautiful. I love using them for all kinds of things. I think I have 2 with this silver lid, but I loved the color of these lids. These glass shelves were kind of cool. I really liked the iron brackets in kind of a French style. Very pretty and a good price. They also had some good baskets. I probably would have grabbed this one, but we were traveling and I didn't want to get something that big. Great selection of glass at this location. So first off, these Sperry topsiders, and these are just so cute. They were $10. They fit me perfectly and they're in brand new condition. I almost passed on these. The girls were trying these on for themselves. No one decided to get them, and they urged me to try them on. Well, they looked pretty cute and they fit great. I've tried clogs before, a standard clog, and I always feel like my foot is going to slip out. So the straps are wonderful. I think this will be really cute with dresses, cropped pants, etc. This isn't super exciting, but it can be hard to find terracotta, and it's getting more and more pricey. So for $2.99, I've got a little pot to take home for a plant. Now, I thought this was a great find. I love these jars. These have brand new seals on them. This is the Bormioli Rocca line of Fido jars, and they come in all different tops. These tops are difficult to find. You can get the plain metal, and they even have some other colors of lids. This one is not available right now, so I can't even say for sure what the cost is, but I got two for $2.99 each. The nice thing about thrifting with friends or family is that sometimes they pick up things that you didn't notice. So one of my girls had grabbed this pair of linen pants, wide leg, elastic waist, and she ended up not wanting them. So I grabbed them. These were only $5.99. I also grabbed a tablecloth, but to use as fabric. I'm working on a 4th of July banner for our front porch, and I'm looking for just different blues, reds, and creams to use for that. And this tablecloth was perfect. Next was Assistance League. And Assistance League, again, across the board, just an absolutely great organization. Thrift stores are known for being just classy, vintage antique items, which sometimes can have a little higher price tag, but these stores are also known for being very organized, very clean. This was actually an amazing price for Johnson Brothers. It included the teapot, the creamer, the sugar, and 2 coffee cups, but I didn't need these. This is a set I've never seen before by Spode, and it's called Chelsea, the wicker set, and it just has the cutest detail, not only of the wicker around the edge, but the scalloped edge as well. Just gorgeous. I've been wanting to try a new style with my hair, and I was looking for a scarf, so I found this navy blue one, $3. I also found more fabric for that 4th of July pennant, just some beautiful blue and white seersucker, and this little plaid in red. These were $2 each. I did find a polo for my husband. He always tells me he doesn't need anything, but every once in a while I find a shirt that I know he will like, and he did like this one. Another really practical thing, I grabbed 2 really nice towels, no rips, no tears, and all of the orange tags, which was all the linens, were half off. So I got these for $2.50 each. Oh, that also means I got these for $1 each because these were half off as well. Next on our route was Impact Thrift. Now, I had not been in this thrift store before. This was a new one for me on this trip, and it's very large. It's pretty well organized, and we found a couple of treasures there. It's hard to find rugs of this size at a thrift store, and this one was really beautiful and in great shape. Spotted this needlepoint in a really pretty frame, and there may be some regret about not getting it. Impact Thrift is huge, which means they have a lot of room for furniture. There is one dressing room, so that's helpful. I didn't get much there, but I did find this cute set of scoops. I don't know that I'll use them as measuring cups. I might just use them as scoops for different things, but I liked those. I was also looking for a new sports bra, and I found this one new with tags, and it was just what I was looking for. Each of these was $4. After all of this hunting, we needed a break, so we went to Soft Landings. It's a soft serve ice cream place, and it was delicious. They always have their sweet cream and chocolate, which can be individual or in a twist, and then they had a pineapple, a coconut, and a vegan lemon. I got the coconut and the lemon, and it was divine. They also have a variety of toppings, including dye-free sprinkles for the kids. Our last spot was Deseret Industries, a really great chain thrift store, very clean, very neat and well organized, and they have multiple dressing rooms, which is really nice. The only thing I ended up getting on this particular day is one of my favorite finds, and that is this set of glasses. And I think these are so beautiful. These will be so lovely for fall and winter. And if you are familiar with my channel, I have Johnson Brother dishes that I use for fall and winter, the Friendly Village collection, and I think these will be beautiful with those. There were only 6 of these, and they were $1.50 each. What a bargain. I am going to be on the hunt for something very similar, maybe same shape but clear or green, or maybe a different shape but same color. If I could get 6 more and alternate them at the table, I would have 12, so that would be perfect. I'm going to mention 3 more thrift stores that I wasn't able to feature in this video. But first off, if you've enjoyed this video, would you give it a thumbs up? And consider subscribing if this is content that you enjoy. I would love to hear what your favorite thing was of my haul. Now, I want to mention Idaho Youth Ranch in downtown Boise. It is one of my favorite stores. We just didn't have the time to get to it on this run. It's downtown on Main Street and has amazing selection and really great furniture. Now, there's a consignment store that one of my viewers mentioned to me in the comments that's in Garden City. That's that little hub in the middle of Boise. It's called Ricochet, and I'm so sad we weren't able to get there on this trip, but I'm planning on going next time. And lastly, my favorite vintage antique thrift shop in Boise is Enchanting Objects, and I did feature those in a video before. I will link that below if you want to take a look at this place. It's incredible. I hope you'll stay tuned to see all of the great thrifting and amazing food and things to do in multiple cities as I make this little tour from Idaho through Oregon and down California. Thanks so much for joining me today on The Peaceful Home. Have an amazing day.